Ladies, a good noon. Can you ladies hear me? Just fine, yes? Okay. Well, welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Friday. And thank you for making time to be here with us. We're so excited to have you. I have many other ladies who said they want to come. I'm just going to say we're all operating on Friday time. No, Friday is more kinda like Yay! So
Friday.
people are taking their time, but we are here, so let's, get started, and, since we are right now with a smaller group, hey, what did they say? Early birds gets the worm, right? Like, we have more time to get intimate, to get to know each other. So why don't we do that? Let's come on camera if you are able. I would love to meet you, and we'll start with little intros going around, and then we'll dive into the programming, right after. How does that sound? We'll go with that? Okay. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's, if you don't mind, Miss Rita Pira, to kick us off, where are you dialing from? And, yes, we would love to get to know you.
Hello, my dear Dee Dee. I love you so much. I'm so
I
happy to
can't
be
hear
with
you.
you.
Debbie, can you hear Rita fine?
Oh,
Interesting.
you can hear me, but you can't hear me?
I can hear you just fine, Rita.
Sure.
Perfect. Hi,
Maybe it's
Deb.
me. Oh,
But Dee Dee,
no.
you can hear me, Dee Dee, but you can't hear Rita.
That's strange.
Gosh, what's going on?
You
Or can you not
better
hear
figure
anybody?
it out, girl.
I know.
I believe in you.
When my Zoom is not, I can't hear anybody.
Oh no! Like what?
That happened to me before.
We're good.
You
I
can
don't
hear
know.
me
All
now?
I did was I hit the volume button up and it's fine. Okay.
I'm hearing somebody talking, a man.
Dee Dee, do you have something playing on your audio?
Okay.
There you
Is
go.
that better?
Okay, great. Awesome.
Okay.
All right. We got it.
Good.
Hi, I'm Rita Pira. I'm in Chicago right now. I live in Bali most of the year and then I come here for the summers, but I signed a lease. So it's more of a permanent thing, which is insane. Because I used to say you can't pay me to move back here, but my mom lives 3 minutes away and that's why I'm here. So I help women with alchemizing stored stories, as I like to call them, the extra 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 pounds that we are carrying or more, just melt away and disappear with honoring your vessel and alchemizing emotions. And I host retreats and I am a coach. I just don't like that word coach. I never used it, but anyway, it is what it is. So what else? I'm the MC for Unleash Your Brave. Hello.
Yes. Oh my goodness. We're
I'm
so excited to have you.
so pumped about, like, you have no idea. Like, it's just going to be so epic, so amazing. I'm so thrilled. So yeah, that's me in a nutshell.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's so nice to meet you, Rita. I've heard about you, of course, already. I'm Deb. I'll go next.
Hi, Deb.
It's so nice to meet you. Bali to Chicago, but you said mom, and I was like, okay, I get it.
Yeah. Look, you have palm trees behind you.
I grew up in California, moved to Utah for 30 years, and moved to Florida 4 years ago. So that's how I met Dee Dee. But yeah, I'm so glad you're joining. I mean, as the MC, that's going to be fantastic. I love that you're like, I don't like to be called a coach. It's funny because all the coaches have different gifts. So I understand that as well. And I think you joined a great topic today, especially with what you do. I think you can contribute a lot to this topic that we're going to be talking about. But yes, I would say I'm a certified transformational life coach, but it's much more than that. Right. I help people connect with that dream and that vision that they've always dreamed of for themselves. And I introduce principles into their life. And when they apply them, they get aligned really quickly. and things fall away that are no longer aligned with them. They move into this beautiful healing journey, and they come through on the other side of just so much more powerful, right? Understanding that power. So I would say that's kind of what I do in a nutshell. I'm also a travel agent because I love to travel, and I love discounts. So there's that. And some Bali, Tahiti, all of them, they're on my list. I haven't been there yet, but yeah, it's so nice to meet you.
Well, the next Bali retreat is January.
Okay. I literally just spoke retreat out into my vision recently. So like that's happening, and I want to be a part of retreats. I want to like go to one. I want to like run one, collaborate. I want all the things. So
Amazing.
Let's go, Debbie.
Yep.
Bali is on my list.
ooh,
We
okay,
need to
girl.
chat.
How
With that
exciting.
said, Dion, do you want to come on board, or at least audio? And we would love to have you introduce yourself.
Sure. I'm so sorry. I'm going to stay off camera. I just kind of came in from a workout and the whole thing. So I'm just going to stay off camera if that's okay. But I'm very happy to be here. I actually am known as the Chief Forgiveness Officer. So I have a
Ooh.
personal testimony as to why I am so committed to teaching others the power of forgiveness, seeing the limitless possibility and generational healing that's taken place in my own life. And so that's where it all began. And then I realized, well, people are peopling everywhere. And so I take this message into corporations, government, um, uh, educational institutions. And the idea is when I realized there's a professional outlook to this as well, working with leaders and founders around the world, that not only is it difficult at times to forgive others and how that impacts, right, teams and collaboration, all of that, but then I realized as high performing high achievers, we're really hard on ourselves and it holds us back. And so that's a bit about what I'm up to. I don't just inspire people to forgive, but I make it practical, actionable, and doable.
Wow. Dion,
How powerful.
I have to tell you, Dion, we have a lot in common. Two of the main things that I do, especially at my retreats and working with clients, is shame alchemy and forgiveness. These are the two things that we carry in our body that manifest as physical weight that we carry, and also chronic pain. Like one client I had, she had plantar fasciitis in her foot, and it disappeared by day 3 because of the forgiveness and shame alchemy that we were doing. So I love everything you're saying. It lit me up. And I forgave my dad in 2016 without having a conversation, without an apology, without anything, just my own internal work of forgiveness. And I lost 30 pounds after that too.
I'm going to send you an article. I actually have, there's a professor out in the Midwest who did a whole research paper on
Really?
the connection between unforgiveness and weight gain. So
interesting. Yes, please do.
I sure will. And I'm also an author, a Forbes featured author. It's called the 90-Day Conquering Unforgiveness Journal for High Performing High Achievers. It's a guided prompt journal.
Okay, Dion, please.
Wonderful.
Hold on, stop. This.
I think we just all attracted each other. Like we just.
And I think you should come on camera.
Yeah, that's what I was
Dion.
gonna
I didn't
say.
work out close, but I would love to see you.
It's like, oh, I just came from the gym. Ooh, that's hot. Let me see. Yes.
Not at all.
Come on.
I love
I'll
women
mess
in
my
workout
hair up
clothes.
for you.
Dion, I woke up like this. I literally rolled out. Hello. I'm chilling. Like,
Actually,
come on,
no,
girl.
your chill is you're still glowing. That's all I can. But yeah, so that's what I'm up to. And so I'm happy to hear you're already incorporating it in your retreats, and I can't wait to hear more about. And you've experienced the power of forgiveness yourself, Rita.
Yes.
And then I can't wait to hear more about what you have to bring, Dee Dee and Deb.
This is amazing. Like this is so amazing right now. Like I'm in awe. Like I really think all 4 of us we have so much in common. Like the things that we bring, our gifts that we bring, and man, forgiveness. Like, is that not like the most powerful thing? Like, it just can take you so far on your journey and healing. So, wow, amazing! I'm excited.
And Dion, even for the fact that you're working with corporate professionals and leaders,
Wow.
That is on another level.
Another level.
Another level. And Dion, remind me, did we meet in DC? Because your name is very familiar.
No. So I just happened to see you connected or invited me on LinkedIn. So that's how I found
Okay.
the event.
So majority of my LinkedIn connections are from DC, where I'm originally from. And your
Ah.
name really stands out. Your whole name really stands out for me. So
Hmm.
that maybe. Yeah, I used to lead a couple other women's groups when I was in DC. So anyhow,
Huh.
I am
I'm
so
based in
delighted to.
Connecticut. So if that helps, I don't know if I lived in New York forever and just moved to Connecticut 3 years ago.
Oh, New
I
York.
forgave my dad when I was living in New York.
Wow.
So did
Of course.
It was Dion's energy.
I.
Wow.
No, really. I was on the beach in New York and I was reading a book called Return to Love by Marianne Williamson. And she was talking about how we should have empathy for our parents and their childhood and what they went through and who they wanted to become and didn't have the opportunity to become, or dreams that they had unfulfilled and what they didn't know. And they did the best that they could with how they were raised and all of that. And I was like, wow, my dad grew up in Iraq and had all sorts of crazy things happen to him when he was a kid. His dad abandoned him and he came to America and got married and had kids and really didn't want to, like forced into that life. And I'm like, that poor guy. And I'm so much like him. I see myself now. I'm so much like him. He's so spontaneous. He just wants to just drop everything and go travel. And he's such a big risk taker. And I'm like, that's where I get that from. That's where I get that from.
So amazing. I love that. Isn't it
Yeah.
funny? Like we all had this forgiveness for probably at least one of our parents that we've had to go through. Yeah. Mom.
Dad for me. Also
For
in.
me. So love it. Thank you so much for being here, ladies. And I agree with Deb. This is a really important conversation. And it's not an accident how we're all connected so much us on the one topic of forgiveness, which I can tell you right now is not done by too many people, to be honest, right? Like that's why there's such
Yep.
a thing where they say the top 1% actually choose to be there. And I would say doing this type of work, right? Forgiving the people that we need to, including ourselves in the process, which that's part of the process. And the work that we're doing here is so important. And Dion, so really to give you more context on why we have this virtual identity resets and why are we doing this? Well, this is exactly why. Is that we go through life with so much experience, each and every one of us, and we have our own area of expertise. And I was called to put together a 3-day experience, which we call Identity Ascension Experience. That's happening in September. And so that's why Debbie and Rita and many of other ladies are involved in this project with the intention to spread the goodness, spread our light to the masses. Because boy, does the world need healing right now.
This is a movement.
This
This is a movement. Yes.
Yes. And I have to say, I'm so excited to share that. Not only are we making a big difference in our little world, little neck of the woods, but we are also having women also coming from all over the world. I mean, Rita, resides in Bali half time. We have speakers coming from the UK. We have speakers coming from France. Truly, this brave movement we are a part of is worldwide. And the intention is why this whole thing started anyway, is that I truly believe that each and every one of us was created for a purpose. We were also granted and chosen with gifts that we can share, to the world through our own healing journeys. Each and every one of us are doing this because of our own healing. And so that's why Unleash Your Brave is a movement to get women to be called forward, knowing that they're destined for more. However, because of the conditioning and anything that is happening in the world and culturally, most of us, and especially the women who need this work the most, do not have the platform for where they can be seen for who they truly are, being able to use their voice and stand for what they believe in and advocate for themselves and others. And then ultimately, the whole intention with this event and experience is calling them back to remember how incredible they are. But the first step to any of that and all of this is being brave enough to say yes to herself. And so, as a self development coach, I would say self development junkie more so, and also a business development coach for over the past 10 years. I work with clients more on strategy, but more on the strategy of leading themselves and really step into their next level of identity. So hence why we're calling this experience an identity ascension experience, because for anything that I have been able to do in my life is because I have decided to step into her, right? Like her, the embodiment of who she gets to be to do what she needs to do to have what she needs to have. And so why this virtual identity reset is a taste for and also a lead into what the 3-day experience is going to be like. But rather than waiting to September to start doing the work, we all thought, oh my goodness, the work needed to start yesterday, especially with forgiveness, especially with alchemizing, the past. And then Miss Debbie Walter talks everything about transformation in terms of manifestation and really stepping into your own power, right? All of this needs to be done now. And so hence why we have this virtual event up all the way into the end of August to help facilitate a conversation around number one, being brave. Secondly, how to embody who we are created to be and operate from the highest level to serve whilst building our businesses. So that's just a little context, Jan, for why we're doing this. And today, Debbie gets to guide us through an experience, interactive playground on her work, and specifically on one piece of it. Obviously, we only have so much time today to do that, so she'll focus on a few things, but to get a taste of what her work is about, and then we get to experience each other and have an intimate conversation about what's next, right? Like, what's our next level? It sounds like each and every one of us is already doing incredible things, but however, I really do believe there's always the next level. There's always more people we can impact. There's always that next level of poise, confidence, and outrageousness that we embody. But we always want to collectively, in a space like this, to call each other forward so we can do even more together. So, with that said, I'm going to just pass the baton over to Ms. Walter. And yes, please take it away.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much. And I love that this is a small group because I am a believer of whoever needs to be here is here right now. And so thank you all for showing up and being here and being able to, I just know you're all going to be able to contribute to this topic. First and foremost, like Dee Dee said, this is, I'm taking just a little piece of a glimpse of what I'll be presenting in September. For my topic is aligned and unstoppable, right? Kind of goes with the song that started out this. And it's really how to help women create success from alignment, right? Instead of that survival mode. And so I have an acronym. I'm going to share it in the chat. And this is something that I'll go deeper into September, but we're only going to start on one of these letters. But let me share my acronym here really quick in the chat so you have it. And after talking to Dee Dee, we were like, let's start with the A, right? Awaken, right? So the A, awaken to what's actually running your life, right? So many people, oh my gosh, so many people, um, they start their, they, they try to change, let's say that. They try to change their results without really ever exploring what's creating the results, right? They maybe focus on changing their actions or their circumstances, or they focus on changing the strategy. But rarely do people actually stop and say, like, what's actually running my life right now, right? Because it's whether we realize this or not, and I know we all understand this, we all operate from this set of beliefs or stories, right, Rita? Stories, survival patterns that are influencing our decision every single day, right? Whether we store that or not. And a lot of people don't realize that that's even happening, right? And so one of the things that I just want to introduce here is one of the 10, I am certified through the Brave Thinking Institute. If you follow Mary Morrissey, she is my mentor. So one of the 10 Brave Thinking Institute principles that I coach to is every result begins with a thought, right? So what if the life that we're currently experiencing right now is not being created by these circumstances, right? These situations, these conditions that we're in. What if it's actually coming from our thoughts, right? Our beliefs, the assumptions that we've been carrying for years. So what I want to invite all of us here, I have a fill in the blank sentence that I'd like us all to kind of fill in, because this is how we really explore maybe something that we have or haven't explored before, but I want you to fill in the blanks here. So the sentence is, I learned that I had to be blank in order to be loved, accepted, successful, or safe. What is that word that stands out to you? And I can start, we can just kind of go around. I'm going to throw it in the chat just so you can look at it and absorb it. I know you heard it, but I'm still going to put it in the chat here. Okay. So I'll start. I learned that I had to be quiet in order to be loved, accepted, successful, or safe from a very young age. Because in my household, if you woke up the bear, AKA my mama, there were consequences to be paid. So there were things that I did in my life to ensure that I did not upset my mom. And that kept me quiet. And I have a loud voice. So I was quieted. So I'm interested in whoever's ready to share their word.
Yeah, I'll go.
Okay.
The word came to me like instantaneously. It was so crazy. Is that I learned that I had to be smart
Mm,
in order to be loved, accepted, successful, or safe. It's so crazy. I used to, yeah, it was only 100 points or 100% is when I get a, oh, good job. Or not even a good job, like, yeah, that's what I were expecting of you. If I got a lower score, even if it's like 98 over 100, I get spanked for the 2 points that I missed.
no.
That was my childhood, yes.
Wow.
So talking about that's why like my whole entire life has all about been performance related, right? Like validation from the outside. And for the longest time, I could never relate to being smart. Because
Wow. Which you were.
otherwise, I mean, now I'm a parent. If my kids come home with a 9.8, I'll be like jumping up and down, right?
Yeah,
But
totally.
wow, what conditioning, you know? And I mean, I also think it's definitely happened for me too because I'm super resilient. Now, however, there's a balance to it. Like now knowing what I know, I don't have to always perform. Like how
Yes.
I feel about myself is more important. But boy, yeah, that was a big one.
Yeah. That's amazing. Thank you for sharing.
I'll go next.
Okay.
I learned that I had to be a good girl
Mm,
in order to be loved and accepted, not so much successful or safe, but just, I guess,
yeah.
maybe safe, but reputation was everything.
Mm,
Everything. So people don't talk about me. People don't talk about me. People don't talk about us. My mom she still is church going every Sunday. Her dad
yes.
was a deacon in the church. I went
Yes.
to Sunday school. I'm Middle Eastern Christian, like ancient Mesopotamia, like I couldn't tweeze my eyebrows or wax my arms or talk to boys or dress a certain way or speak up or be too much, like all of that. So I had to be a good girl. That's the way I could sum it up, is the good girl. Yeah. And I broke a lot of rules to be who I am today. And I broke my mom's heart a bunch of times, but she's very, very thrilled with who I've become in our relationship. We're so close. It's insane. Like, I moved 3 minutes away to be with her. I was living with her since from April to January last year, just because I came back from Bali and I was like, I don't want to live anywhere else. I want to be here with you. I want to wake up and see your face every day. Or like, you come home from work and I see you. Like, this is all I want to do. Is just be with my mom. She came to my retreat in Bali. She healed her blood pressure. Her arthritis disappeared and she lost a bunch of weight and started glowing like in 3 days. It was insane.
Beautiful. Oh my gosh.
She
What a
cried her
beautiful
eyes
journey.
out. She cried her eyes out at the retreat because she was like, I had no idea what you do. And these women came here feeling heavy and sad. And now they're going home happy and they lost weight and this and that. And she's crying. Like, I had no idea this is what you did. Yeah. It was a very powerful moment.
What a cool thing.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All of your shares, so beautiful. For me, there's kind of 2 words that came to mind immediately. I learned I had to be perfect
Mm,
or keep people happy. It's those 2
yeah.
to be loved, successful, or safe. And so for me, my dad, unfortunately, he suffers with mental illness. And so I didn't understand everything when I was very young. But what I did know is that I never knew if it was going to be a good day or a bad day and what might erupt, right? What would set him off. So if I can just keep everybody happy. So always trying to be the happy, high energy, and hopefully if I just keep my grades good and I do everything perfect, everything will be okay, right? So that's what I learned for me to be safe and of course successful in school because if I'm perfect with my grades and all the things. So yeah, that's where what I learned. But I thank God for coaching when I did my certification is when I started to break that mask down. And it's so free. It's an ongoing, right? We call it sneaky Pete. Perfection doesn't just disappear overnight, or ever go away, I should say. But noticing it, having a new relationship, to understanding even the difference between perfectionism and excellence, just that really helped me along the way. So yeah, that's me and what I learned.
Love that. Thank you, Dion. That is beautiful. And everything that I'm hearing here, it's funny because like as I'm hearing all these things, we all have a lot in common, obviously. But these are beliefs that actually helped us survive, right? They actually did. They helped us succeed. They helped us get through to where we are, right now. And then to awake to our awareness of power that we truly have. But and the thing is if we're not becoming aware and awake of that, it can actually, and we're still living in that belief, it can prevent us, right? It can prevent us from moving on to the next step, where we want to go. So, um, my next question would be when you all feel stressed, like when you're stressed out, you're overwhelmed, you're uncertain on how it's all going to play out. What is the automatic thing that you do? And I have a feeling our answers might be a little different here, and I love this so much. But what is that thing that you like, the autopilot thing when you're feeling all of that? Like, what is that like for me, like autopilot, I go right into my head. Like it's I start overthinking things until I don't. And then I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I know how this all works, right? I start talking myself out of it. But my immediate go-to is just get in my head and circle around and just overthink everything. So I'm curious, what is that kind of go to when you're just feeling all the stress of and overwhelm?
For me, I'm a doer. So
get
you're
her
a
done.
thinker. You're a doer. You're a thinker. I'm a doer. So anything that comes to mind that I can do, I'm out. Like, let's go.
Yep. So do you overwork?
All
Okay.
the time.
So yours is I'm an overthinker. You're
I'm like
okay.
overworking, overdoing everything. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Makes sense.
Nothing is really like bubbling up to be the thing that happens when I'm stressed or overwhelmed. I think what's the word when you just like like how you're saying you're overthinking and spiraling, but it's not overthinking. It's like doom and gloom. I start listing literally everything that's horrible and wrong, and like I might marinate on it a little bit. Yeah, it's like, oh,
Yeah.
this is wrong. And then, oh yeah, you know what? This too, and this too, and this too, and this too, and this too. And I have to do this and this and this and this. And I then just shut down and do none of it.
Yeah.
So I need to be like Dee Dee. do something and work all night.
I don't know which one's better. I'd rather just like sit back and be like, I'm just gonna be frozen until I need to take action.
I think I get myself to start and like pick up where I left off and to like get myself off. Like I coach myself all the time, but I'm
Same.
just like I'm thinking about like, okay, when I'm stressed and overwhelmed, what is it that I do automatically? I just start listing all the things and I get overwhelmed even more.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
100%.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
And my pause, even though it's still satisfying the doer in me, you know what I do though? I go work out. So it's still a doing, but
Like
it's
that.
positive and
I
there's
love that.
space. That's
Yes.
if I can't if I'm in overwhelm or you name it, like you will see me at the gym. You will
Yep.
see me running. You will
Yep.
see,
I love
like,
that.
I need to
That's
keep
smart.
moving, but that's a doer in me. That's
It's so fun. Like I'm the opposite. So I go and meditate. I find my hot tub and I meditate. Like I'm the opposite.
And I go outside and plant my feet in the ground and just let the sun just bask in and receive it. Like
I love all
that's
of
my go-to. Just get
Wow.
outside.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
Love it.
I veer more towards you, Rita and Deb, when you're starting to finally come down from it. It's by being in nature.
Mhm.
For me, it's journaling and processing that really helps me, and being in my Bible actually. So just whether it's
Yes.
in a sermon but it's actually getting in the presence of God for me does it. And then I start to get the clarity again. But I would say it was a little harder for me to read on this question. But I think it's the overthinking. Then I got to get it out. So what happens then I have to get it out of my head and then write the list. Yeah, I'm a list gal. And
Oh my God, my to-do list has a to-do list. And my journal has a journal and a journal inside of the journal. Like
I have found my people. But anyway,
I love this so much.
Dion, I'm thinking I need to have you come on the podcast and we need to talk all things forgiveness. And I really want that research that you mentioned. And it got me thinking I should do my own research and share all my results because I have so many. Women are losing like 47 pounds without diet and exercise. Like that. It's insane.
Amazing. Yeah. And forgiveness is so powerful. Like it just takes people through that healing journey that they really need. And it's not even just the healing is so important, but where do they come out on the other side? Right?
It's really shame. It's so much shame that they're carrying. Like you wouldn't believe it. And it's the self-talk that holds you back because the things that you made it mean and that you're living by what you made it mean. It's crazy.
I have to share this, and Dee Dee knows this about me, but I wasn't planning on sharing this, but I'm going to share it really quick because of what we're talking about right now.
Because your subconscious was planning on sharing it.
Apparently, it's coming up. So I went through a spiritual awakening a couple years ago, which happened on a massage table in the most relaxed position ever. I was very trusting of my beautiful angel Mary that does my massages. And in that process, I connected with I would only say source because I don't know how else to explain this most loving, beautiful energy of source that I was connected with. And I received a lot of messages. One of the messages, I received many, I wrote them all down, but one of the messages that's pertinent to this conversation is forgive yourself quickly, don't stall in shame. That's something I've never even said out loud to myself. That's something I've never even shared with others, like, that. But the fact that that was one of my messages, and the messages that I got, I took to heart. Like, I was like, oh, yeah, you're right. Like, we should not stall in that shame, and we should forgive ourselves quickly because that's the only way we're going to move forward into the path that we're meant to be, right? And so I just love all of this conversation. I love everything. And the facts that the things that we were just saying that we're all, by the way, all four of us, I'm sure, had a hard time even coming to it because, like, for me, I move quickly and I don't want to think about that anymore, right? Like, what's that thing that's stopping me? They're not character flaws, right? Like, these things are things that we may have had as survival patterns. So
They're stored stories.
they're stories.
You
They're
think you're
in us.
over it, but it's stored in your body. It's literally energy that's unfinished, unprocessed.
Yes.
So
Yes.
Yeah.
I like to say, like,
Before.
it manifests like, so if you think about it, everything is energy. Emotions are energy. So if
Yes.
the emotion is just kind of trapped and you're just like, I'm over it, and stored it somewhere inside, and then anytime something happens that reminds you of it, it gets triggered and comes right back up, and then you feel it all over again, the shame, the cycle of that, and all of it happens all over. And it's actually happening, it's coming up for you to fully process it and acknowledge it and release it that way and alchemize it into an empowered meaning. I call it redefine it. You redefine it. Love it.
I love that you branded that.
Yay! That's my podcast, Redefine Reality.
Oh, that's awesome. Well,
Yeah.
we definitely need to make sure that you throw that in the chat so I can grab it later. I definitely need to
For sure.
join, and I want Dion's book. I want all the things. I would say another thing for me, it's so weird because I grew up in this house, very religious household. And unlike a lot of my clients will come in and say, I didn't have anybody to remind me that I could do anything I wanted. I had the opposite. I grew up in a very loving Christian household where my parents basically said, you can do whatever you want in this world. And I did believe them for a short time. I believed that. And then something along the way, right? Self-doubt came in. I don't know if that, and then I do know it has to be conditioning, right? Relationships, things that people told me, experiences that I had where I stopped believing in that power. That we actually have just so much power to create our lives in the way that we want. And I think that that massage table experience that I had reminded me of that power. And
because it was massaged, the person found exactly where that was living, that energy, that story, and pressed on it. And it's like, oh, that just came up.
yep. And I think about it like, what was I doing in that moment? I was the most relaxed I had been in a long time because what I do know is that when we are in that energy state of relaxed, trusting the process, pure love, like you're going to create the most amazing thing ever. I never expected for that to happen. But what a blessing, what a blessing that it has that reconnected me with source and God. And, I'm able to share, just like all of you as well. So, but it was interesting that when I looked back and I saw the patterns, I was like, this is something that I'm repeating over and over, this self-doubt. I'm quieting myself. I'm all the things from my past, right? That I started doing. But, really we can't transform. We can't change what, we're unwilling or ready, I should say, to acknowledge and see. So, so my next question is,
Before we move on,
yes, go ahead.
Dion, did you have something to contribute?
Oh,
I thought you
sorry.
unmuted just a little while.
No, I was still unmuted from prior.
Okay. Okay. Just thank you. Thank you for noticing that. It's funny because we do come off mute and like I didn't even notice, but thank you. So the last, and this is not my last question more, but the next question I'd like to just explore a little bit is, what is the story that you're telling yourself right now? Like, think about this dream, this goal, this life, something that you haven't yet created. And what is the story that you're telling yourself about why it hasn't happened yet? I know that's not something we all love to like say out loud, but it is required for us to understand the story that's being told in order for us to transmute that, right?
Can
And
you
in order
repeat
to come
it?
through. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So, what story am I telling myself right now about your dream, your goal, the life that you want, the thing that you're working towards right now, but you haven't reached yet? Maybe it's something that's been a dream for a long time. Maybe it's something that you're still creating, right? Why? What is the story that you're telling yourself about why you're not there yet? So, like, I'll start. Like, my thing is right now, I'm attracting people, like-minded people, which I freaking love. Um, and I see in every person I meet their light and what they have to share and contribute. And immediately I'm like, what makes me so different than that? Like I say this crazy like thing in my head. And then of course I'll talk myself out of it. But immediately I am like, what makes me so different than everybody else doing this right now? Right? Why are people going to want to listen to me when there's Dee Dee, there's Rita, there's Dion, fill in the blanks, right? And it's that self doubt that I brought forward from my past. And I understand exactly what it is. And I have to stay with that, listen to it, feel it, speak it out loud and say, okay, because I'm not Rita, I'm not Dee Dee, I'm not Dion, I'm Deb, and there's only one of me. And that's why, right? But I have to talk myself through that, you know? Yeah. Anyways, that's me.
I love that, Deb. I have to say that the first thing that came up was these thoughts that I had in 2016 that I battled, or 2017, 18. I worked through a program called Spirit Junkie Masterclass. That was my first like entry point into personal development, like on a spiritual level. Gabby Bernstein, I don't know if you're familiar. She's
Oh,
like
yeah.
the
Yep.
OG of
The
manifestation.
OG.
She's
Yeah.
the OG. I couldn't believe she had a live event in California and the ticket was like $40. I was like, what is she doing? She needs to be more high ticket. Like, I don't know what's going on. But anyway, that's another story. So for me, what story am I telling myself about my dream that I'm still creating or haven't reached yet? Now, the voice that I was battling then was, I have nothing to offer. Nobody cares or wants to hear it. It's
Mhm.
not worth sharing. And that is what came up now as I'm writing. I'm like, wait, no, that's an old story. I don't actually believe that. I do know that people care and it is worth sharing. And I
Yes.
do have something up. Like I
Love that.
correct it automatically.
Yes. Yes.
And then the other thing that came up like under the surface of those thoughts was, I don't really want it, because I don't want it on some level, or else I would have created it. I would have it. And what's beneath that, you see how I coach myself?
I love it. I do the same thing. I love what you're doing.
So what's beneath that is the fear of visibility and responsibility. Like if I have this many clients and this much visibility, then I can still have this insane amount of freedom and
Yes.
still this amount of privacy where I can walk my dog looking however I want to look and no one's going to take pictures of me and post it in a tabloid level.
Right.
Right. So
Yes. Yes.
there's that real point of no return that I know I'm here for. And also I just like this enough to not go there.
Yes. Yeah.
So I'm fully aware of me holding myself back. And I've always wanted to speak on stages. Like I had my virtual stage on Clubhouse. I had people staying to listen to me for 17 hours straight. I had Tyrese and Grant Cardone and who was the other guy? Snoop Dogg, just popping in and hanging out in my Clubhouse rooms. And I would speak to their soul is what they said I was doing. And one guy, his name is Adil, Adil. He was coming every Friday to my room and just like eating it all up. And then talking about wanting to become a singer and wanting to share his music and blah, blah, blah. And I encouraged the fuck out of him to do that. And if you go look at his Instagram now, he's like famous, has 1 million followers. Like he did it. And
Love it.
insane. Like very activating, very much a speaker. It's just I didn't have a physical stage to stand on with a mic in my hand, but I was picked out of thousands of people to work on Vans Warped Tour, where they put a mic in my hand and I was drawing in huge crowds, just talking about whatever. And then I ended up moving to New York, and I was an elementary school teacher, but then working in ed tech sales, my customers were professors. One of them was like, "Hey, didn't you used to teach?" And I was like, "Yeah." He said, "Do you want to teach?" I'm like, "College?" He goes, "Yeah, it's the same thing." I'm like, "Okay." And the class he gave me was public speaking. So the universe has been guiding me. Like, here you go. Take this thing and use it. Go. And then you podcast. Like, naturally, I'm meant to be on stages. Like,
Yes.
it just is clear as day. The universe is, these are the breadcrumbs. This is the.
Those are stages. All of those are stages.
I know, but it's not like a physical stage with
Right.
a room full of people where I'm like, "Hi,
Yeah.
I'm Rita."
September, girl.
I know. Isn't that wild? That the way that this even happened, the story behind how Dee and I connected is just so freaking divine. It's
Yeah.
And
We'll save it. We'll save it.
I love
for
that.
sure.
I'm all about it.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's what came up. So there
I
you
love
go.
it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Dion,
you.
do you want to go first?
Sure. For me, it's I think it's sneaky Pete again. Like I have to have it all in place, and I've got to have, it's got to be high quality and all the things before I can start. And the thing is, I've done podcasts before. So it's not that I'm afraid to do a podcast. Although the thing I want to do is a live call-in, sort of like Joel Osteen.
Ooh.
It's basically,
Yes.
I already have the name and everything. Forgiveness Revolution.
You have that voice.
Do it.
Girl. You
Let's
have
go.
that voice too. Like you have the radio voice.
Yeah.
Thank you. But what's holding me back is all the accoutrements, unfortunately. It's that little perfection. So I'm seeing it, and it's just enough is enough. But yes, that's what's been coming up for me.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
This is so great.
I love all of
I
it.
relate to that too. It's it has to be perfect before I put it out into the world. And that perfectionism of that is delaying it because there's something underneath it that you don't want to actually put it out for some reason. That's not the reason, obviously.
Yeah, these aren't the truth. The stories are not the truth. That's
right.
The thing, right? We're all saying these things and they're not true.
So, Dion, I have to tell you, I recently started using Riverside, and they have that go live feature where you can have an audience actually watch and like participate. It's like call in. So
What is it called?
Riverside. If you'd like, I
Riverside.
can share the link with you. I recently became an affiliate with them because I was like, I'm not going to shut up about this. Can I have like an affiliate link?
Love that. Yeah. I mean,
That's
yeah,
so
that's
funny.
amazing.
I already have Riverside. I already.
Oh, good.
She does.
But you need a certain tier, I think, to be able to use the audience, the live call-in feature. But yeah, it's amazing.
I'm pretty sure I have the live call-in feature. I've already.
You're ready to go.
The whole studio is set up, sister friend. I'm just letting you know.
It's starting.
Have you been a guest on podcasts before, Dion?
Oh yeah, lots.
Okay.
I've actually also had my own 5-star rated podcast previously, financial literacy. That's part of my forgiveness story. But my
gosh,
financial literacy youth program together led to a podcast. So I was co-hosting that for years. So I'm not. I think it's just I think it's also the bigness for me because this is really me stepping into, like this calling for me is so deep, I guess is what I'm saying.
yeah.
And the fact it's live call-in and I want it. No one's telling me it has to be live call-in, but I want to do that.
Yeah. That makes it very different too.
Right.
Well, if you want to do it, you're going to do it.
I feel so called to share this with you, Dion. My friend, who's very, very much a godly woman, feels so called to share her journey, her wisdom, her experiences to help others and spreading the word, of the Bible and all these things. And she's just keeping herself stuck with, what do I call it? Should I call it this? 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 And it's been years now. And this is what I said to her that activated her. It's not for you. It's not about you. And whatever you call it doesn't matter. You can change it a million times. I've changed my podcast name 3 times already. The cover art 7 times already. I've had it since 2020. People are waiting for you specifically, the way that you are going to say it. And just you in general, your spirit, your energy, your soul is here for this. And the longer you delay, the longer the people that are waiting for you are suffering. So set aside the perfectionism and the things that are holding you back, the ego, the whatever it is, the pain, the fear, the unconscious stories and patterns, and say, I'm not doing this for me. This is what had me step into coaching. And because I had those thoughts that I shared about before, I have nothing to offer. Who cares what I have to say? Who's going to pay me to listen to me? And my first coaching session was $175 and I over delivered because I was so scared. I was like, I have to make this worth $175. And now I'm over $1,000 an hour. Like, that's what's insane is that I had to say, it's not about me. It's not for me. My stories can heal others, and they have in person. So I need to share these stories so they reach whoever it's meant to reach. And that is what activated me. So please, because they need it. It's on your heart for a reason. It is meant to be shared. And the longer you delay, the longer people are without it that need it.
And I think, if anything, this is a great conversation. And I love this so much, Deb, because what I get to share in this conversation is about truly making that decision to step into your next level of identity, right? And so
Yeah.
how we got here is not going to get us there.
Right.
Now we get to make a decision of, like, for example, I'm going to tie into the answer to all of this is like, what story have I been telling myself so that I haven't achieved yet? Is that, who am I to want this level of success in my business? And another prevalent one is, I don't need it. Who needs it? Who needs to be
Oh,
making
yeah.
7 figures? Who needs to
Yeah.
be making 8 figures with all of the responsibility of the staff, the team, the people? No
Yeah.
one needs it.
Right.
Yeah, that's the same as when I was saying, I don't really want it. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I feel all of you because I've literally thought those same exact things. I love my life. I love my chill life. Honestly, I do. And I'm like, how do I keep that chill life, but also do what I know I'm meant to do
Yeah.
on this earth? Right. Like, literally, we all have divine callings.
the
Yeah. And
responsibility is what pushes me away. Like, I just don't
yeah,
want to do
it's
anything.
exactly that. It is exactly that. And what got really clear to me, especially you ladies know about this event, I, of course, number one, tried resisting it for almost 5 months before I even signed a contract. And then even up until like 2 months ago, I was scared and still intimidated. Even to like yesterday, we had this whole big conversation about social media. It's like, I do not want the responsibility. I do not want to take 100% of ownership because I don't have anything else to blame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to share
And
this recording on my podcast. Like, this has to be a podcast episode.
this is
No,
great.
really.
I love it.
And if anything, it's because we haven't decided yet that we want to be her today and right now.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
true.
So
For
good.
example, go ahead, Dion.
No, I just said so good.
Yeah.
So we get to make that decision, right? As we are leaders, first and foremost. That's the first characteristic that we need to embody. We're the leader. Secondly, we're called. We're called to impact the masses. Each and every one of us. And if anything, we also are called to trust the process.
Yes.
Because we're
Trust
not
that it's all
called
going
for
to
an
work out.
assignment. We're not called for an assignment if we don't have the means, the talents, the people. We just have to believe. And if anything, this is why the brave movement is so important. It's because we get to, all of us here are perfectionists. As leaders, especially we're called to do big things in the world, we are called to also trust the process and do it messy. But the biggest piece here for us to really step into that next level of leadership is, for us, we can do it all by ourselves. We're perfect by ourselves. Actually, sometimes I still have that thought of, I can do better than you. But because of that, we can only impact so many people. This is the movement where we embody the leadership that we are, but at the same time, by leading other leaders. We're good with already leading ourselves. We are being called, the next level for all of us here that we get to embody while having this conversation, is to lead leaders, other leaders. And this conversation is so great because that's exactly what I have been doing, is I've been a really good leader for myself.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I never identified as a leader before until I realized, holy shit, I'm a leader.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
you're
that is a big
influencing.
piece. That is a really big piece in the identity work here. And then now, guess what? With a leader for leaders.
Mm.
Now that's a different conversation.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
And even I realized activating the leader in women that, like me, didn't see themselves as a leader and didn't feel like they had anything to offer. And then really igniting that fire that's in their soul and why they are here.
Yeah.
And moving them along, like, go, take action, do the first thing. Don't worry about anything else.
Yeah.
Just expect it to work out and watch.
Right.
Like, just go with the
It's
flow.
going to be better than you thought, right?
Yeah,
Like,
it is. I have so many stories, oh my God, that prove this, that it's just, you need to say yes, take the first step, expect it to work out, and just go with the flow.
yes.
Trust that everything that unfolds is perfection.
That go with the flow is important.
I literally have that tattooed right here.
Shut up.
It says go with the flow.
Oh my gosh.
So
That's amazing.
Dion, we're so alike. It's so interesting. Like all of us, we're like mirror image
We
of like each other. You're not on camera.
So good.
We already know. We know your soul at this point.
And so I think that's why we're gathered here today.
Yeah.
Is to being asked, like asking each other this question of, what is your next level of leadership?
Yeah.
Is it still waiting?
I'm loving Deb's questions. Do you have more?
I do have one.
Yeah. So are we waiting for permission? Are we waiting, when we know that we're being called? And I think ultimately, and I'll hand it back over to Deb, is that we're being asked right now to have faith. And guess what? Remember, we already talked about leading ourselves. We're really good with that. Now we're impact and leading many more people.
Right.
And this, when faith comes in.
Yeah.
Because we're not doing it alone.
Right.
Speaking to leading ourselves, I feel like even with us leading ourselves, we have misalignment. Like the women that I've been speaking to, they're successful in business. They're disciplined and everything's good. But then when it comes to their health, when it comes to their well-being, their wellness, they put themselves last. They eat the things they know they shouldn't, right? So it's like there's a misalignment. And when there's a misalignment, it means you're out of integrity. When you're out of integrity, it lowers your frequency. When you're lowering your frequency, you feel like shit about yourself. When you feel like shit about yourself, you're not taking action in a certain area. It's a ripple effect. So it's a misalignment even in our own leadership. So it's so funny. I created a vessel alignment assessment. I don't know if that's the name I should stick with, but it's an assessment across different dimensions of alignment where you answer and it shows you where you are most out of alignment.
Wow.
Would you like to see it?
Yeah. Okay. Send it.
I haven't.
Let's share it in
the chat.
I will.
Yeah.
I just haven't done the back end email sequence. Like I haven't finished that. So you can take the assessment and get your results, but it's not like fully. Yeah.
I love that what you just said. And it's funny because I do believe that our first step towards like becoming aligned, right? And unstoppable is really just becoming aware of what's pulling us out of alignment. right? We have to become aware and awake to that. So I have one more question for all of you, for
I
all of
love
us
this.
here.
This is so fun.
Okay, so what is the one belief, story, survival pattern, whatever it is, that you are ready to stop carrying with you? And that's the first part, and I'll put it in the chat. What would become possible if you no longer believed that story, that belief, or that survival pattern? I'm putting it down here because it's a long one. And this makes us think, because I know, like me, you all think about these things and you quickly correct them. You quickly tell yourself something different. So it's going to take just a second just to think about that. All right. So I'll start. I think I'm going to start with where I was at, which is I am ready to let go of the belief that somebody else is already doing what I'm doing. And if I truly let go of that belief, what is possible for me is limitless to that dream that I want. And my dream is really to educate a younger generation about their true powers that they have. Because my belief is that we are born knowing all of this and we are conditioned to believe differently. And so I don't know how this is all going to work out. I don't need to. I trust God. I trust guidance that if I can truly let go of that thought and that belief, that I will be guided exactly where I need to be in order to make all of this happen. And that is truly my soul's purpose, I believe, is to share how our universe works and how we can really step into that power.
Yeah. That was beautiful. I had that same belief that, oh, someone else is already doing it. It was like, oh, Gabby Bernstein's already doing it. Tony Robbins already doing it. They have everybody. There's no more room for me. There's no one left for me. But the reality is that the way you say something and your energy and who you are is going to magnetize very specific people that maybe you're even like your soul was assigned to. And they're just waiting for you to, the saying, when the student is ready, the teacher appears, vice versa, I believe is true. So it's like this little group of people that I had in my group coaching, Tony Robbins would never have reached them the way I did.
Right.
So it's meant to be, just know that the people that you're meant to serve are literally waiting for you. And it's not about someone else doing it. It's you're doing it your own way. Even if there's something that exists that's similar or called the same thing, it's still so different because it's you and your life experiences and what you have learned and what you feel called to share. Just, it will come through so different. It's just not the same, period.
Thank you. Thank you. I agree all of that. Thank you. It's so funny you said Tony Robbins would not have attracted, right? Like that is
They're
why
not assigned to you.
they're not assigned to, and I believe that with all of us. So that's helping me. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
It's all part of the plan, right? God has
Yes.
everything planned out in the way it's supposed to.
Yeah.
We're only supposed to serve whoever it is that you're meant to serve.
Thank you.
The
Yeah.
exact people. Yeah.
It's not a coincidence. It's also who you're attracting is also a mirror of you in some way, or a past version of you. So yeah. But so for the one belief or story or survival pattern that I'm ready to stop carrying, I really don't feel clear on something that I'm carrying that's in the way, other than what I've already shared. Just like that, I guess here it is. I won't want the responsibility or the to handle all that comes with it.
Yeah. Yeah. You are capable of handling, you're capable of
Anything.
taking full responsibility for whatever comes with it to be successful. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think there's also on some level, like I don't care what people think, blah, 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 but on some level, it's still so deeply ingrained in me that reputation is everything and being seen on that level. Like, can I handle that? My social media blew up and I had a lot of like haters emerge and I'm like, oh, this is getting me ready. Okay, great. Like certain things are happening to prepare you for what you're here for. And so I realize that like my capacity has been expanding just based off of experiences, but I have been keeping myself hidden and small the last like 2 years, I feel like. But this is the year that I've decided and I've never said this where it's like, this is my year, right? This is my New Year's resolution. Like I've never done that, but I just know I feel it in my bones that I'm opened.
I love it.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So what would become possible if I no longer believe that story is survival pattern? That I would have a team to support me, that I could still have that freedom, that I would be able to serve more people on this planet, and whatever else that I'm meant to do that is bigger than the vision that I think I'm here for will reveal itself.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yes.
interesting. Rita, we
Beautiful.
were talking about this last session when it comes to identity. It's like I asked the question of, what does a 7-figure business owner, like if she embodies who she truly is, what does she do? She would have a team, like you
As
said.
a team.
She would be like calm and cool with the responsibility because she has enough people to support her. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like that's exactly why this work is so incredible. Is now having you verbalize all of that, you get to embody the 7-figure business owner starting today.
Yeah. See, I still want to have my slow mornings. I don't want to have meetings
Yes.
before noon. Like,
You can. And
Yes.
I do too.
And you
I'm
get
with you, Rita.
yes, and you get to create all of that.
Dee
Right?
Dee has
That's
me meeting
like,
her at 11 and I'm making the exception every
Yeah.
day for this woman here. I don't take calls before noon.
I love that. I'm a late owl as well. So like I like a slow, I don't like an alarm. I'm the same.
Oh yeah.
I like to wake up naturally. Dee Dee's up at like 4 o'clock in the morning. She's already
I could
outworked me
never.
by like 7 hours by the
5
time.
5
I could
a.m.
never.
workout. That's what I do. Mhm.
Really quickly before we move on or wrap this up, or I don't know where we are with time, but I'm curious. Like, would you all here that are present be okay with me sharing this on my podcast as an episode? Because I think it's so good.
I mean, I'm okay with it.
Nice. Dion, are you
I'm
okay if I
fine
share
with
it as a
that.
podcast?
Dion, it's up to you. Yeah.
I'm okay with it.
Amazing.
Okay.
So please
Awesome.
share your Instagram, your websites, all the things so I can reference who you are in the show notes and people can follow and connect with you then.
Love that.
Yeah. Amazing. Because it's so good. It's like,
It is so good.
it's so good.
Yeah.
And it was all divinely, come together.
Yeah.
Like it's just, yeah. And I'd love to hear from you as well, Dion, on this one.
Or what is the one belief or story? The one belief or story that I'm ready to stop carrying is that I'm enough, that which I believe is always underneath the perfectionism, that I'm enough, that worthy. Yeah, that I don't need to be so concerned about what other people think.
Yes.
And so the more I can release that, right, the more I produce, the more I'm stepping out and launching the live call-in podcast and all
Yes.
the things, right? And I realize where I'm in my comfort zone for some reason and where I'm not. Like I'm very comfortable on stages, Uh, so speaking in front of a large crowd, why is that not intimidating? But why won't I just start the podcast? That's interesting to me.
It is
Right?
interesting.
It is.
Well,
It
because
really is.
it
But
is
I
a
think
much
it'd get
more
into the
intimate
accoutrement.
conversation.
Pardon me?
One-on-one with someone. You don't have to like look and feel and none of that. With the audience, you just do your thing. There's
Yeah.
no instant connection.
Dion, do you feel a fear of it failing or no one listening, or is there something underneath that?
It's interesting 'cause I'm the one that wants to do the live calling, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, the only thing that pops up a little bit is, will I be able to help them? And I've never not been able to help someone.
Right.
It's even that dance every time I have a new coaching client, for example, it's like, oh, will I be able to serve them? I think it always kind of shows up, you know, even though I have very powerful sessions. So, but like I said, I'm the one that wants to have a live call-in show. I think that would be very powerful for people.
Yeah, it would.
Yes.
That's something I've been wanting to do too.
Yeah.
Maybe we can help each other out. You come on my podcast, we'll make it a live call show, and that will be the catalyst. You'll be like, oh, fun. That
Ooh.
was easy. I can do this. And then you go and do it. That's what I do at my retreats too. I hold space, but I also have women who dream of holding space at a retreat, and I activate them as space holders. So then they leave the retreat like, oh my God, I just hosted, like facilitated at a retreat in Bali. Oh my God, like I'm legit now. And then they go off into the world and do their own thing. Finally.
Love it.
It's
Oh
like
my
it's a
gosh.
real activator. It's a catalyst. My next one's actually in July in Costa Rica. It's called Catalyst.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh, how
wow.
fun.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
Dion, perhaps that's the belief that you just shared. That's the belief that you can let go of. So you can, whether to launch this podcast or do that next thing. The belief you just shared just now actually
I think I
wasn't
got
what you initially shared.
exactly. Thank you for that, Dee Dee. That's it right there. That thing that rears its little head. Will I be able to help them? And if I don't have any evidence to show that I've not been able to help someone. So
Right?
Right.
Isn't that the
Oh,
one
but
thing
you to get rid of. Oh my
Yes,
gosh.
that's gone. Your evidence is all there supporting it. Yeah, that you've never had to worry that anything in front of you you can handle.
right.
Wow.
Yeah,
Well,
it's amazing.
thank you. This was wonderful.
Yeah. Really good.
Very
Really fun.
supportive. Thank you.
Yeah.
Love it.
So yeah, what do I need to let go of is that remember I said I don't need.
Mm.
Mhm.
I don't need, but that's not reality.
Yeah,
I do need
yeah,
people.
yes.
I need somebody to pick up my trash. I need a postman to bring my mail. I need what world am I living in where I feel like I don't need people?
Yeah.
And I'm hosting this event to bring people together.
Yeah.
What is happening here?
So funny.
So it's just coming really to terms with it, just again like childhood wounds of not having the support growing up, and where I feel like I need to do everything by myself, and I'm lonely and whatever it may be. And that's it. Like that's the story I need to get like let go of. Like I don't, that I don't need anyone. Well, actually, that's not true. That is so not true. And then that because the lie earlier was, who am I to want that?
Mm.
Like,
Mhm.
I don't need to justify my desires to anyone.
You know what's interesting? The thing that we were lacking in our childhood is the thing we go off and create in the world.
It's so crazy.
Yeah.
Because
Like
you
I
didn't
said,
get what you needed, so you're seeking
Yes.
out in others and other
this is
people.
why truly, I know Dion just unmuted 'cause she wants to say something. But it's that's why, as I am, you ladies know this, I have embarked on the spiritual journey of being Christian. It's like it's already planned. It's like we
Yes.
need to trust.
Yes.
We need to trust the calling. He's going to qualify the call. I mean, I still don't understand and know how this 3-day experience is going to happen. I'm just doing the steps.
Yep.
Just like hosting this event. I can sit here and say, how many people is it going to show up? Like I can go all into the spiral of all of that, but it's really trusting the process, and truly the desires that I have were planted in my heart by God. Those are parts of the calling. And yes, everything is happening as planned.
And me sharing this conversation on my podcast will then reach more people, and then they'll become aware of the next Thursday call. And then there you go.
Yes. Love that. Yeah.
Everything happens for a reason. Yes, Dion,
Yeah.
you tried unmuting just a bit ago.
Oh, I think I was just adding my little yes, although since we are all walking this faith journey, there is a scripture that Stephen Furtick did a whole sermon on. It was this one verse. And it has really supported me. And it is many are the plans. Now, he made a little play on words. He said, many are the plans, because our plans are so small in comparison to what God has for us. So that's first and foremost.
Yes. Oh, so good.
Many are the plans in a man's heart, but it is the Lord's. So that part right there could minister, but it is the Lord's. It just takes the pressure off, right? When you recognize at the end of the day, it is the Lord's. As you said, it's already planned. And then it ends with this, but is the Lord's plan. Notice his purpose. The plans are multiple. We can have many plans, but it is the Lord's purpose that prevails. So ultimately, however we get there, God's greater purpose for our lives will prevail. I just want to offer that.
Love that. Yeah.
I'm gonna
Beautiful.
go back and rewatch this part. So, oh my gosh, amazing.
It's so wonderful. Like I feel like all of us are kind of saying the same thing as like we were never really meant to worry. We were always meant to trust the process that we were being guided, right? Our purpose. Like it's so beautiful. Now it doesn't say that I'm not saying that our human and our brain doesn't help us worry, but when we stop and trust the process, like that's when all the magic happens and the blessings that we see. And I'm just so grateful that all of us are here today and all of us that are watching out there. I thank you for joining later, but like I'm just so grateful for all of this. So thank you for everyone
Yeah,
joining.
I'm also inspired as well too. And I am also going to put this recording since we already have each other's permission to share it. I'm going to reactivate my Facebook group and I'm going to put it in there.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Talking
It was a
about
really powerful
impacting the
conversation.
masses. I mean, doing the thing. And Dion, I'm ready to call in whenever you are ready and have a phone number to call in.
All
Love
right.
it.
No,
Like,
really,
yeah.
Dion, let's do a podcast and we'll talk about forgiveness and shame and all of that. And we'll have callers call in. So we'll have to live stream it into Instagram, Facebook, and then have them. I have to figure out how it even works because it's something I've been feeling called to do as well.
Love it.
Look at
Let's
that.
do it. Yeah.
Let's do
Wonderful.
it. You already have a
Amazing.
whole show with us three calling in, and you could be coaching us all night.
Yes.
Amazing.
Love
And,
it.
and what's the best email for you, Rita?
Just
You'll send
Rita.
it to me?
Yeah, Rita at ritapira.com. I'll type it in the chat.
And
There.
Dion, I have in your information now, so I'll stay connected. But this is the incredible conversation so far. Debbie, you have anything else for us to close out?
Really, again, just thank you. I think what we've all just talked about was just so powerful. So I appreciate you all contributing everything that you have and just being vulnerable too, because I think that's, we're willing to share all of this back out with people to say, hey, this is what we do for a living and we can do it messy. And but we are willing really to understand what is underneath and what has been guiding us or controlling us that we're willing to let go of. So just again, thank you for being here. And yeah, I'm excited for September.
It's so amazing. And what's interesting is that we're all at different stages in our businesses, in our lives. We're married, we're not married, we have kids, we don't have kids. And if you look at it really, like there are some women who say work a 9 to 5 and their dream is to travel the world and host retreats, and they just don't see how that could ever happen, or start coaching and can't see how that could ever happen. And hearing, for example, me share about my thoughts I had in 2016, 17, 18, that they're still even coming up right now, right?
Yeah.
So, and then for women who are listening and relate or resonate with Dee Dee or with Dion or with you, Deb, or with me, or maybe all of us, they see themselves in what we have been sharing, and it will inspire and activate them to go, wow, okay, I'm not alone and I should go for it. And I have nothing to lose, and whatever support that just creates for them internally. And hopefully it serves as a catalyst.
Yeah, and it's beautiful, right? Like we are sharing our stories, and for all of those you guys listeners of course, obviously listen in and hashtag replay. I'm going to put this on a Facebook group as well. But essentially, everything that you ever will achieve when you take 100% responsibility for your life, it takes the first brave step, the first action.
Yes.
To be brave and bold and courageous enough to say yes to yourself.
Yep.
Right?
Yes.
Like whether it's moving to Bali or whether it's to really, coming to forgiveness with a magnifying glass like Dion or Deb, like having that come to Jesus moment. Or for me, there were so many moments. We don't have time to go into it, but really listening to the calling of hosting a multi-hundred, women event that I have never done before, and just really trusting the process and knowing that this is the calling. I am so grateful to be in your presence. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you to be doing this work in the world. And I know for a fact, and God knows who's in this conversation right now, this is how we are impacting the masses. So
Yes.
thank you, ladies, for being
Yeah.
here with me. And
You.
yes, this is just the beginning to the movement of calling women forward to be brave and to go after everything that they ever wanted. Yeah. Thank you,
Beautiful.
ladies.
Thank you. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Yeah. Thank
Have a
you
great
all. So nice to meet you both.
You too.
Yeah.
Yes, and have a great
As
weekend.
well. Take care.
Bye.
All
Take
the
care.
best. Yes, take care. Bye.